Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, whenever you see this. Welcome to episode, even kijken, 48 of my English podcast. I'm Ivonne and I'm a knitter from Holland, and I'm going to tell you everything where I knit on the last 2 weeks. So welcome. Maybe if you're new here, I had a few new subscribers. Welcome, and I'm Ivonne. I'm coming to you from Holland. I live in the east, near the German border, in a place called Hengelo, and I make this podcast once in 2 weeks. The other week you get a weekly vlog from me, and this week it's a podcast. A little bit the traditional knitting podcast. So that is what I like to do. I'm a knitter mostly, sometimes a little bit sewing and a little bit crocheting, but knitting is my first love, so that's what you see here the most. I don't have a coffee today, I have a water, because I had already enough coffees. It is today Wednesday, 4 June, around 10:30. It is in the Netherlands. It's a little bit cloudy, not too cold, I think 17 or 18 degrees, and it's dry, so that's good. We had yesterday a warm day, a really damp warm day. I don't like that so much. It's not, a few weeks ago it was 3 weeks sunny and nice weather, and now it is a little bit rain here and there, and not too hot. I don't mind that it's not too hot, but a little bit sunshine is always nice. But yeah, today there's no sun until, I don't know, maybe later on the day, we'll see that. But I'm going to tell you first about my knittings this last 2 weeks. I think I have 3 finished objects, but I don't know for sure if if I showed you these ones before. The scrappy socks from the Easter balls I got from Marianne. These scrappy socks, I don't think I showed them finished, so I think this is my first finished object this week. If I already shown it, I'm sorry, but I didn't know it anymore. So these are scrappy socks, and I love them a lot. Yes, so that's the first finished object. Then I finished these lovely yellow and brown socks. This is the balls I got in the Easter yarn swap at the end as a present. And I started after Easter, that was 18 April, and last week I finished them. This wasn't my favorite sock yarn. It's a really thin yarn. It's from Scheepjes Arcadia. I don't have the ball band here anymore, I'm sorry. But yeah, I finished them anyway, and the part that's light yellow, that yarn was really thin. So I thought, it's not knitting really nice. The brown part knits up nice. So I don't know what that is with this yarn, but I don't think I will buy myself a new skein of this yarn, because I didn't like it so much. Is there a cat here? Saartje, come on. Saartje wants to go to the hallway. Yeah. She wants to sleep, I think, upstairs. So this is the second finished object. I always do 14 rounds of cuff, 3x1 rib, 64 stitches, and the vanilla socks are my favorite. So that's what you see a lot here. Most of the socks are for me, but sometimes I gifted them to friends or sisters. So that's but at first I knit socks the whole year through, and then I decide the next year what I will do with them. Keep myself, or gifted them to friends, or sell them maybe. So yeah, I think this is pair 22 or so, 23 for this year. If you'd like to know that, you can find me on Instagram as Knitting Inden, and there when I post the socks that I finished, I put the number on how many socks I finished. So I can't see that now because I'm taping on my phone. So that is also a finished object. And then I have this sock, the brown sock, and I finished them also. I casted these on, I think, earlier in the year. This is a ball I bought myself at the Breidagen 2 or 3 years ago. It's a ball Maya from Rico Design, and I combined it with this ball. This is a 6-ply sock yarn, but I loved the combination with the colors. So I did again 14 rounds of cuff 3x1 rib, 64 stitches at 2.25 millimeter, and then I did 1 round normal, and then I started with the Maya ball. Now it's the same recipe, heel flap and gusset, and the toes are also the same ball. So I think they're really nice, but they were a little bit wintry, and so I didn't felt like knitting on it for a few days, and then after 2 weeks or so, I don't remember exactly, I thought, oh no, I'm going to finish them because I feel like knitting other colorful things on the moment. So but I'm glad that they're done. I think this was pair 24, I don't know. You can see that on my Instagram if you think you will want to know. And then the works in progress socks. The first one is this Opal Joy, this lovely ball. I saw once in a podcast from 72 Stitches from Lisa. She had a red one, and I loved it so much that I thought, oh, I have to Google it, Opal Joy. Maybe I can find it. But I could find it, but it wasn't in Holland. You couldn't order it in Holland. And then one of my knitting friends, Adriella, said, Ivonne, I am going to Austria on holiday. Maybe I will, there they sell a lot of opal yarns. So maybe I see a ball of your Opal Joy and I can bring you one. So she did. So this ball is traveled traveled from Austria to Holland, and then she gifted to somebody whom I know and lives here in the neighborhood. So I think 2 weeks ago it came in my house, and opal socks are always knitting up really quick. I don't know how that comes. It's feels good. The yarn feels good. So I have the second sock already nearly finished. It's a mess again, of course, on my bed. It's always the same. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know. I see it. Don't see it anymore. Sorry, I'm pausing. Only here. It's here. It's to look. This is the ball band Opal Joy, and the color number is 9981. Farbe. Farbe means color in German. So this is the ball band, and I finished the second sock nearly, but yesterday my friend was visiting me, and then I didn't knit on it anymore. I think I have to do 5 more rows, and then I can start the toe. So I think I will finish this today. Yeah, I love them a lot. This is a really nice spring colors, green. So that is one of the sock whips. I have a lot of sock whips, but I'm not showing everything today. I want to show you my little lovely bag where this lives in. I bought it from Lieselot from Door mij met liefde. And it's a really nice little sock bag. And I love the print. Super nice. With all the various socks on it. Here, these look like this. So that is nice. That's one of my sock whips. Then I have... This one is in my bag I made myself from this lovely roses fabric. I was a little sponsored by Ik Wil Breien. She's also on YouTube, but it's all in Dutch. She has a lot of YouTube videos. How do you if you want to learn to knit? She has a lot of videos. She has a website and she sells this cotton sock yarn. And she gifted me two to test for her, and this is the brand. It's Schuler Style Malena, and it is 76% baumwolle, 14% polyamide and 10% polyester. You can use it also for other things, garments or a summer tee. But yeah, I'm a sock knitter, so of course I choose to knit socks with it. I'm doubting to stop here. Normally my leg is 14 centimeters, but because it's a summer sock, I thought maybe I will do 10. I think it's now 10, and then start the heel flap. So I'm going to knit on this week. I have another ball, a blue one, but I will cast that on later in the year. So this is the first one I'm doing, and I have a little lovely coffee stitch marker because I'm a coffee addict. I'm a coffee addict. I love coffee. That's my most... when I start my day, the first thing I do is walk to the coffee maker. So that is another sock whip that I knitted on frequently. I have a lot of sock whips, but some are, didn't knit on that this week. Another bag of myself. This is my Easter bag. And I had bought a ball opal sock yarn from the opal abonnement. I had 1 year that subscription, but you get 6 balls of opal yarn 4 times a year, so 24 balls in 1 year. And after 1 year, I thought it's enough, Ivonne, because you have to knit them all up, and I have a lot of stash, so I didn't want to have more. But then one of my knitting friends, Ineke from Luna Ster Knit, she sold one from the year before, and I didn't have that, so that was this ball. Then I wanted to cast it on, and I couldn't find the ball, but Mosi had taken it, and so that's the reason why I caked it up. But it didn't go really well because I have always fight with my ball winder. So yeah, but I felt like casting these socks on, and that's what I did. And this is how far I am. So not really far, but doesn't matter. And this is one of the opal balls from the subscription, and I think this one is from 2023, and that was the year I didn't have the opal subscription yet. So that is what I bought in ons garenschuurtje from Ineke. So that is another sock whip I knitted on this week, and the rest, I showed you the last 2 weeks ago all my new cast-ons, but some socks are I didn't knit on a little bit, but I will show you the next podcast again. Otherwise I have too much to tell. So that was it for the socks for now. This weekend was I had a slow weekend. I think one of my children was a weekend away, the other one has to work. So Saturday I had a lot of knitting time, and I thought, Ivonne, go knit on your stripe shawl. You have to do a lot of repeats before you can end section 2. So that is what I did. I knitted and knitted and knitted and knitted and knitted. I think I showed you last time I was around here, but it's so, you have to go back and forth. So it is not, the end was not a long road, but it's, you have to go on until it's, you don't have enough stitches, and then you bind it off with an I-cord bind off. So section 2 is a really long diagonal piece. It is the Painting Stripe Shawl from Stephen West. I will link that in the description box. It's a beast of a shawl. You have to, how do you say that? You have to push yourself to go on, because it's otherwise I don't think it will end ever. But I love it a lot. I'm knitting this up with Drops Alpaca. This is the Drops Alpaca mix in 3 colors of gray, and the main color is black. And I love that I chose black for a shawl this time, because I wear a lot of black clothes. And I love to knit in colors, of course, but this one is really nice, and it's really soft. So alpaca, it doesn't prick on my face. I love it in the winter. It's really warm, warmer than merino yarn. So it's an absolute aanrader. How do you say? Yeah, I would definitely try to knit a shawl once from alpaca. Drops from alpaca. So then I was knitting, and my shoulders hurt here in the front. I knitted a lot, 2 days, knit only on the shawl. And now I cast it on section 3, and that is the last one. Even kijken hoor. Ta-da! Now I'm knitting the light gray. So I have 3 shades of gray in this shawl. And I have to have, in the end, 14 contrast color stripes. And then you do an I-cord bind off with black. And then your shawl is finished. Yay! So hopefully I will finish this the end of June. I'm going to knit on it, try to knit on it every day if I succeed. But after 2 days, my, how do you say, my shoulder bones hurt so much. Also at night, so yesterday I thought, now Ivonne, take a break from it, because otherwise you can't move anymore. Yeah, it was a really weird feeling. Normally I don't have pain here. So I think it's from the shawl, from this beast of a shawl, but I love it a lot. And I think when it's finished, I'm super happy. Yeah, that's when you see the shawl on the photos on Instagram, and you see that it's a really big shawl. So yeah, that is the Painting Stripe Shawl. I did a lot of knitting on this weekend. I will show you if you don't know Drops Alpaca yet, this is how the ball bands look. Drops Alpaca, and it's 100%, 100% alpaca yarn. And this is in my lovely bag. It fits, it's also a little black and grey and black, and the flowers from Hobby Bags, from Inge from Hobby Bags. So that's a super nice bag maker in the Netherlands. Yeah. And then I knitted also, not a lot, but I knit on it, and I divided for the sleeves on my garter-marler-cardigan. I am knitting this up with all stash leftovers, stash merino, mostly merino sock yarn, and I divided for the sleeves. That was a little bit, how do you say, my cardigan was laying still a few days, and that was because I didn't have the headspace to count all the stitches and do the separation of the sleeves right. The last time I knitted a garter-marler before, but then I did something wrong, and now I thought, Ivonne, you have to do it right. I don't want to do it again. So I had to wait for the right moment. I think I did it last Thursday, and then I knit a few rounds, and then I stopped again because I did go knitting on my shawl. But what will I do with this knit along? Because I have a knit along for this garter-marler. Maybe you participate in it. I'm going to do from 15 June until 28 June daily vlogs for the knit along, and then I'm trying to knit on this as much as possible. I will knit on it now the coming days, but from the 15th of June, I am going to do daily vlogs, and I'm going to show you every day my progress and and some other things, a little bit like Vlogmas and Easter vlogs, a little bit daily vlogs, 2 weeks long. So I thought that would be nice in June, and so that's what I'm doing. So if you think, oh, I want to participate still, you can cast on, buy the pattern from Stephen West, the garter-marler-cardigan or sweater, or you can knit with another cardigan with me. And try to knit on this now every day from now on. And my shawl, because I want to finish my black shawl. And I want to finish this the end of June, trying to do that. Hopefully I will succeed, but if it's a few days longer, it's also good. Nothing is not good. So that is the garter-marler. And then I am crocheting on my triangle. I casted on a triangle from scraps, from all the scraps that are left over from all my swaps and all my minis. And I want to make a really big triangle. I saw that with Ellie from Little Drops of Wonderful. She made a few already, and I thought when my blanket is ready, and that was her last week, I'm going to make a triangle, crochet a triangle from all the leftovers. The first thing I will do when I sit down, I'm going to weave in the ends, because otherwise it's going to be too much. Then you have to do it in between. So that is what I try to do every morning when I wake up. A few up and down. It depends a little bit on what I feel and what time I have. But this is a good because my bones hurt from the knitting. This is a good thing to do instead of knitting. So I like it a lot. I have nice little scraps leftovers. I make a knot and I go on, and afterwards I'm weaving in the ends. This is also in a bag I made myself. It's a bridal bag from an old cushion cover, and I made handles on it. So this is beside my bed, and when I want to crochet on it, I can do that. That's also a whip I want to show you. And then at last for this, that's the last thing today for the knits. I want to show you the progress of my squares. I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, I did 8. And now I have to do another 7. Oh, this piece. And then I have my 14th round, 14th stripes, and then I have to do another 15 squares, and then my blanket is ready. Yay! So not very far from the end. Yeah, in the end I have to do an I-cord bind off, of course. Now these are balls from I got from Lisa Lott. This one's from Green Lambkin Yarn. I had a part of an advent calendar 2 years ago. I think I have 10 grams. It's all with stellina in it. And this one also super nice. So that's what I'm using. And yeah, I think I have enough balls to make the 15 in total. 15 and 7, 22. And then it's finished, and then I have to search for a color for the border. This is my second Cozy Memories blanket, and this one is 15 squares wide and 15 squares high in the end. And mine is 20 by 20 stitches, and I knit it on 3mm needles. Yeah, and it's a pattern from Camper Ray. And it's a free pattern on Ravelry. So when I think of it, I will link it in the description box. Yeah, so this is one of my knits I did every day last week. And I still love it a lot. It's really soft because it's mostly this all hand-dyed yarn with I think mostly merino sock yarn. So it's really soft. I love it a lot. So yeah, this is my second Cozy Memories blanket. And the third one is already on my needles, but I will show you that later. I didn't knit on it lately. So that was it for the knitting. I think I told you everything. I have to look. Yeah, I'm a little bit quick today. But I sewed over also this week. I was searching for a ball alpaca, black alpaca from Drops. I thought I had 2 balls in my stash, but I can't find them, so I think I didn't have them. But when I searched for the balls, I found 2 lovely pieces of fabric, and then I immediately thought, oh, I feel like making a project bag from it. So that is what I did. Ta-da! I loved this fabric with the cups and the flowers in it. I think I bought it in a thrift shop, but I don't know for sure. Maybe it was a present in the thrift shop swap from Trada, but I don't know that for sure anymore. But yeah, I found it in my drawer and I thought, oh, this is a really nice fabric to make a project bag. This is the lining on the inside. I made a mistake, of course, because I didn't turn this around, so this is inside out, but this is all nice and neat. This is also a little left over the drawstring, and I have ribbons through it. And then I was cutting the fabric, and there was a hole in it. The fabric was exactly the size that I needed, and then there was a hole. Somebody cut a hole, a plant, I think, out of it. And then I thought, oh no, then I can make a project bag. So I stitched with a machine another piece of the fabric. I cut it out and stitched it on. It's a little bit not so neat, but I will make. I hope I will succeed to do a lace thing. I have the lace ribbons, and I make it hand stitch it on it. But somebody said you can. I don't see it. I see it. I know it, but I don't know if you don't know it. You don't see it, I think. But yeah, it's a pruidel bag, a dodgy bag. So with a dodgy bag, you can do it. Maybe I have to participate in this dodgy bag mail from lovely Ellie. Maybe I can win a prize with it. So this is what I made. I love it a lot. We have it's not a swap with the Dutch knitters. One of the ladies, Natasha, she has also a YouTube channel, but it's in Dutch. And she organizes the zomerse sokken wool swap, the summer sock yarn swap. And we swapped, you have to have 1 ball of sock yarn. You divide it in 10 mini skeins or balls. 1 of the balls you keep for yourself, and the other 9 you send out to your group. You get all the addresses. When you got all from different people the balls back, then you have 10 different balls, and then we're going to knit a scrappy sock from it. We now arriving, the post is bringing all the envelopes, and 21 June we start with the sock, and then on that day we can open the envelope. So I have already 3 coming in my house. Today are a few coming, and hopefully the rest of the week. And I will put it in this bag. Will be my project bag for the zomerse sokken wool swap. But yeah, it starts on 21 June, and we can't show it until 21 September. On 21 September, you have to finish your socks, and then you can show them on Instagram. So it will be a surprise for everybody. So I'm telling you about it, but I can't show you the rest of the 3 months, and I will show you in September what was in this bag, and now it's empty. But how all the socks are turning, for how my socks were turning out. So that's a really nice idea. This is the third time that she organized it, but the first the first one I saw, and then the second one I missed. And then I saw all the results because she's sharing all the results in her podcast, and it was so nice to see because 10 different people had 10 same yarns, but everybody's knitting them up different. So that was really nice to see. So then I thought, oh yeah, I want to participate in the third time. So that's what I'm doing. And I also find a lovely fabric, a Christmas fabric. This one I bought myself at Terre des Hommes once. It was a little piece, not too big, so I could make one project bag out of it. Red lining, super nice, and then this as a drawstring. It was just enough for one bag, and I have lace ribbon as a drawstring. And what is in here? Another Dutch podcaster, Drie Kleine Schaapjes, and Sjors, she sells hand-dyed yarn. They organize Christmas in July, so that you knit a Christmas sock already in July, because in July you're always busy with other Advent things. And I have a ball West Yorkshire spinners. I bought it in England, of course. It's John Lewis, and this one I'm going to knit in July. So that's waiting in this lovely new bag for Christmas in July already. So that is what I did on the sewing. I like it a lot. I call them pruidel bags. And this one is... I always try to knit really... sew really neat. Because I like that when my bags are netjes and neat. But yeah, I'm sometimes a little bit impatient. So yeah, then you get sometimes a little bit that it... not really fits, so that you have to have a bit of fabric left. This side is better, but I'm trying to do netjes, but sometimes I'm not succeeding. That's why it's called a dodgy bag. But I think I did a good job on this one. So that is what I did also this week. A little bit of sewing. Last weekend, my eldest son and his girlfriend were a weekend away, and my youngest was working, so I had a lot of knitting time. I am busy with walking. I walk every day, at least 10 minutes, in between 10 to 13 minutes. That's the goal for me every day. The best is for me to go outside in the morning. But now I have to tape my podcasts, so I will do that in the afternoon. But the goal is to feel fitter and walk every day and make my back muscles a little bit stronger, because my back pain is always there. But I did it already 20 days and I feel better already. I can, I can walk longer again, and it's not it's a little bit, how do you say? I motivate myself to do it every day. I made a calendar. Maybe you saw it in the last weekly vlog with colors. I write down how many meters I walked, or kilometers, how many steps, and how many seconds and minutes I did. And then I give it a color and I write it down every day, and that motivates me to go every day walking and not to skip one day. And the weather is good now, so that's not so hard. I think in the winter and when it's cold and rainy, it will be a lot harder, so we'll see how that goes. But the first goal is fitter before I go on holiday. That's the first goal, and it works well on the moment. I'm taking a sip of my water. If I told you everything. So I will do the daily knit-along vlogs from 15 June until Saturday 28 June. And that's mainly to motivate myself to knit on my garter-marler every day and show you my progress and a little bit daily life things and where I knit on. So it would be like little vlogmases in June. I don't know. I thought, hey, that's maybe nice to do for 2 weeks. And then in these 2 weeks, I'm not doing the podcast, of course, but I will be there every day. I'm going to upload them at the end of the day here in the Netherlands. So, yeah, it will be in the evening online. Depends on where you live, of course. And if you want to see me every day. If you don't want to see me every day, you skip a few days. So that's what my plans are. I think that was it for this week. Yeah, the walking is going well. I eat healthy. I try to eat so healthy as I can. Yeah, the goal is if I want to feel fitter. I'm turning 56 this year. 56, yeah, in September. So I'm getting a little bit an old lady. No, but yeah, my health wasn't the best this year. I had a longontsteking. How do you say that? Yeah, I had a cough and my lungs hurt, and I was short breath, and now maybe you've seen that already in my vlogs, and I will feel. Yeah, the goal is to feel better. That's the main thing. Knit a lot, of course, in between, and yeah, do all the things you have to do without feeling exhausted and tired. And yeah, my back pain is every day. Is there every day. I have to learn to live with it, but yeah, sometimes it goes better than other times. Yeah, I think I told you everything. I'm going to edit these podcasters. I hope you liked it again. Please like and subscribe if you not already did that. Leave a comment. I always like to read it. And maybe, yeah, I will see you next week with another weekly vlog. And then 15 June with the daily vlogs. So, but yeah, at first I'm back next week with a weekly vlog. So thank you for watching and I see you next week. Groetjes, doei!